First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in, and it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. It helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program. Yo, what up? This the BBN Jack Frost speaking. Alright. I usually try not to get into certain type of topics and shit because uh I'm 100% sure that the audience, the audience that I'm hoping to be able to cultivate or understand what's going on. But sometimes when you talk about serious shit, that's not necessarily what everybody want to hear. There's enough, you know what I'm saying, serious shit going on in the world. So I usually just talk about funny shit half of the time. With serious shit, but just funny shit. But I'm gonna break something down real quick for y'all that don't know how the rap game work. All right, so the best example that I could give of some shit that just happened recently was your man Kodak Black. You see, they had to spank him. That's why Kodak Black went to jail. All right. He didn't go to jail because he was hanging out with some little young white girl. They don't care about that. Because to them, even though she's a white girl, you know what I'm saying, she trash. You understand? So y'all gotta understand this. No matter how much money you get, no matter how much fame you get, if you ignorant, you trash. That's the way that they look at you. You understand what I'm saying? Because they can always get that money back from you. You just holding it for them. That's it. You just holding the money. They can always get the money back. So she trash. So a lot of the social media sites was talking about, yeah, Kodak Black got locked up because he was hanging out with that white girl. Nah, that's not why he got locked up. Kodak Black got locked up because they needed to spank him. You know, it's like the horse, the wild horse, right? You need for the horse to have a certain amount of wild in him to be, because you need that in order for him to cultivate his muscles and grow from a mare or whatever mare is the female horse, or would grow from whatever the fucking little ass horse is to when it's an adult horse. You need for it to cultivate that. You understand what I'm saying? So you need for the animal to be a little wild. It's in the advantage to a degree. You know, you need him to buck a little. So in Kodak Black's situation is he bucked too much, and it was to the point where they didn't spank him because he did something that they really didn't like, but they spanked him because, it was just time for him to fall in line. You're just doing too much right now. So they spanked him, sent him to jail for a little while. What did they do? They said they was gonna keep him for a minute, but they ain't keep him that long. They ain't keep him for half of the time they said they was gonna keep him, because that's how they do. All right. Remember when Tupac got arrested? They was trying to get him hard, right? When Tupac got out, he went straight to Cali. Why did Tupac go to Cali? He didn't just only go to Cali because he signed with Death Row. Because in reality, he could be signed to Death Row and he could be freaking pushing music out from Canada. He went to Cali because he needed to have a certain amount of protection. And the gangs out there, or the gang that Suge Knight was, dealing with, was able to give him that protection that he needed to insulate him. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. You need to be insulated. They need to put you in a situation where outsiders can't get to you to fuck you, to mess your stuff up, to throw salt in your game. You feel me? So Tupac went out there to get insulated. Now, you say that don't make any sense. That's stupid, right? Now he went out there because Tupac a rider. All right, not a problem. What did Meek Mills tell NBA YoungBoy as soon as he got out of prison, out of jail? He said, "Yo, you gotta leave. You gotta leave there." Where he at? Baton Rouge. He was like, "Yo, you gotta leave Baton Rouge, yo. Wherever he from, you gotta leave." You understand? Kodak Black, he needs to leave where he's at. He needs to go somewhere where he can have protection around him that can insulate him. because that's what you need. You need to not allow. Look at Mayweather. Mayweather had security before, don't get me wrong, but after Mayweather got arrested over that BS, now that he came out, now what does he do? He makes sure he runs with security. Big dudes. Why is that? Because they're his buffer. They're his insulation. Now he could go wherever he want. And Mayweather got money, unlike what they don't have the money Mayweather has. So Mayweather could go wherever the hell he want to go. Because he has insulation. It's not out of fear that somebody's going to attack him. It's more out of make sure the wrong people don't get too close to me. So now we get to 600 Breezy. Now, remember when 600 Breezy first went up, started chilling with Drake? As soon as he stopped chilling with Drake, what did he do? He started going at Drake enemies, right? Talking crazy, going out to go visit them, all types of different foolishness, right? So basically, if they wanted to violate him, they could have violated him then. You can't you can't be on no kind of anything with the judicial system and be out there throwing threats. They could have violated them then, right? I've seen him on social media numerous times smoking blunts. They knew he was getting high. So you got to really think about what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? You got to really, really think about what's going on. I know I joke around about these dudes, talk about these fools, not them in particular, but when people do foolish shit and coonery, I talk about it. It is what it is. That's what I do. But think about it. Meek Mill's told NBA Youngboy, you got to get up out of there. You're going to die. He ain't say, yo, you got to get up out of there, man. They going to kill you. Or, yo, you better get out of there, man, because you might die. Or he ain't say, yo, you better get out of there because you're going to die. He said, because you're going to die. You understand? For y'all that don't know and don't really understand how all of this go on, because a lot of times the problem is that people don't understand how the mechanisms work inside of the machine. People don't understand how it works inside of the machine. I'll give you a perfectly good example real quick. You could only really have... You want to know why, especially when it comes to female artists that sing, why they're so venomous towards one another? People always like to chalk it up to females are competitive. Niggas is competitive. Everybody competitive. Everybody want that spot. That's not what it is. What it is as far as whenever you're dealing with females, there's just less spots. The WNBA don't make nowhere near the money the NBA makes. They got a female professional women's indoor football league? Some of y'all don't even know that. You understand? So when you have an artist, a female artist, or a male artist for that case, it don't matter. Whenever you got an artist, you feel me? But when you got a female artist, there's only but so many spots. Because there's only but so many songs getting written. That's why Adele's such a big deal, because she writes her own stuff. You understand? Brandy don't write songs. I mean, she don't make songs no more either, but she didn't really she ain't never write no songs. She's not a songwriter. People like to pretend Beyonce's a songwriter, but her songwriting days are long gone. You could tell her songs that she wrote because they all sounded damn near the same. And half of the times that they getting credits for writing these songs, they're not really writing these songs. Somebody else is writing the songs and they're changing the line and getting writers credit. So you got to understand how the game works. The game works like this. You want to have your name on as many credits for whatever the hell that's being made as possible. So let's say I write a song, right? And I don't even care about getting credit for the song. Some people care about getting credit. You should get credit. You write a song, get credit for the song. But I'm saying, let's say I write a song and we know the song is going to be a hit because I just wrote 4 or 5 other hits. But it's also a case where you want to get credit for writing the song because it's a beautiful song. You want to get credit for it. So what you do is I sell you the song. Straight up sell it. You make a little bit of adjustments. You put yourself as the writer. You understand? So let's get back to Breezy for a minute. There's another internet personality that always talks about the OVO sweatshop. Right? Drake don't write like that, y'all. I know y'all love Drake. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And Drake makes some good songs. I've heard. I like particularly. I'm not no big fan of his. I like Rakim. I like Nas. I like bars. I don't think most of these dudes got bars. Papoose got bars. Right? Let's be honest. If it was all about who was the best rapper, he'd have an album out. He'd be all over these award shows. It was about who could spit the best. But it's just not about who has the best lyrics. It's also about charisma. Let's keep it a buck. So I'm saying all of this to say this. When you're an artist that want to stay relevant for long periods of time, what you do is you create an avenue that allows for you to keep being able to produce hits. That's pretty simple, right? But the times change. Not everybody skill can change with the times. Not everybody has the ability to adapt to the time. Think about it. Everybody knows Nas is nice. Nas could spit right now. You'd be like, yo, that shit is dope. But it's not going to resonate with the youth. It'll resonate with people our age, my age, Nas' age. It'll resonate with people from the 90s. It'll resonate with some people from the early 2000s. But it's not going to resonate with today's youth. Not because the lyrics aren't good, but because there's just a certain time and age that things just happen, and then that time and age passes, and you have to figure out a way to move with it, or you're going to get left behind. So when you have an individual like Drake, who probably is really, really good friends with Breezy, don't get me wrong, but when you have an individual like Drake that takes such an interest and an up and coming artist, you have to take a couple of things into consideration. One of the things you have to take into consideration is, what is Drake getting out of this? He has to be getting something out of it. I think one of the main reasons why Drake has such an affinity for Breezy is because he's tapping a well. He's tapping a well. And he had to spank Breezy. Breezy ain't even did nothing for him to need to spank him. So he did the reverse spank. What is that, you might ask? He put Breezy, or I'm not going to say he did anything. I'm going to say Breezy just so happened to be put into a situation that he was able to come out of nowhere and save him from. Now, truth be told, Breezy doesn't have a release date. There is no release date. Remember, his folks first said 10 years. Then you got other people saying less than a year. Breezy has no release date. There is none. So take that into consideration. There's no release date. So that means that right now, he's locked up indefinitely. That's what that means. Because in reality, they can hold him up to 10 years. Yeah, this is crazy how this shit work. I know there's going to be people that's going to come in the comment section, if you've been here this long, and tell me I'm incorrect. I don't know what I'm talking about, all this and all that. It's fine. But remember, the first time that his family was told when they went to court. His family heard 10 years in the courtroom. That's what they heard. 10 years. They messaged that to Drake. Then Drake somehow got it down to less than a year. Now, first of all, it was some bullshit because they had people in there for the same thing that he was in there for, and they was giving them dudes less than half of the time that they wanted to give him. So there was already some bullshit in there. You understand? I don't even think I ever heard a Breezy's song, to be honest with you. I only heard a couple of them dudes from out in Chirac. I need to get caught up, I guess. I've heard some Rondo number 9 joint. He got this one shit that's fire. Other stuff is okay. I rap myself, so you know sometimes I hear these dudes spit and I'm not really impressed. You know? Velocity terminal, putting your head through the terminal, setting fire with what my word'll do, burning you, kernel through the block is never heard of you, smallest word'll just bury you, get hotter than curry do, not a mobster but murder you. See, I hear some of these dudes and I'm just not impressed. I'm not hating on them though. Get that bread. I don't even want to be a rapper. But that's where I'm at with it. You feel me? So you got to think about it like this. There's no reason why Breezy should have been arrested. They been knew she was smoking. Right? He's been threatening people like crazy, going at Drake ops. Nobody said nothing to him. So why was he arrested? Why is he locked up right now? I mean, we laugh and joke about this shit. Talk about, yo, this nigga was a fool. He knew he wasn't supposed to be smoking and this and that. But truth be told, he been smoking. Why he locked up right now? What's going on? Yo, this shit is crazy, yo. Like, I should start doing videos on just hip hop industry shit, because I think a lot of y'all don't understand how this shit go. I could tell because I just be seeing comments, you know what I'm saying? Not just on my post, but like if I go look at somebody else's video, like not video like for what I do, but just video in general. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? And people like, yo, this dude is fire. And it'd be some ABC rapper, and I'm like, well, okay, the beat was alright, and you know the hook was cool, but the hook was freaking out of fucking 100% of the damn song. The hook was 95% of the damn song. You can't say the guy's a good rapper because the 95% of the song is a damn hook. That shit's retarded. Anyway, I'm out. I've done kept this shit going on long enough. Just some shit I was thinking about, like, yo, there's no reason for Breezy to be locked up other than they needed to create a situation for him to have a white night. And then he said his peoples wasn't even there for him. His peoples couldn't be there for him. You understand? Like those dudes he grew up with on the block, what could they have done for him? They couldn't do nothing for him. What could they have done? Especially if this was a situation that was fabricated and created just for him to get saved from. What could them niggas have done? There's nothing they could have done. Yeah, I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.